what is yoga. How do we still the changes in the mind? What are the changes in the mind? Definitely we all know and understand all the different things that we do with our mind in trying to understand, in trying to know, in reacting to things. We have likes, dislikes, desires, etc. We have thinking, we have knowledge, we have memory, we have imagination, visualization. So many things that are happening in our mind. It is saying to stop it all. To stop it, we have to know them. How many different faculties of your mind, how many different functions of your mind have you got in touch with? Are you aware of? Do you know them? And if you don't even know, how will you stop them? So we need to have ways and means of knowing and recognizing these things. Probably we could do a little bit of brainstorming and thinking about this. That therefore, what are the different things that we need, we can know, we are capable of knowing, and what are so many other things which we do not know or we are not capable of knowing. We know things which are physical in nature, and which we can see. Either you have direct experience of things, or you have probably heard of. Now all these things that I talked about, you've only heard of, or maybe read or seen in a book, right? We have no direct knowledge or understanding of this. We say there is air. At least air, we can feel it on our skin sometimes when it is moving. But most of the time we need to just believe it. Means our eyes directly fail to see the air. Maybe with the help of some technique, you might be able to see some particles of the air. Means you use machinery. Using machineries, you can find out some subtler things. When microscope was invented, suddenly we discovered a whole new world of microscopic organisms and microscopic things, the cells and so many other things we discovered. We also discovered the molecules and the atoms of the particles in the world. Did we end there? We found that no, even these atoms and molecules and these other fine particles, so tiny they are, which we could otherwise not see, we didn't have knowledge about, we didn't know that we don't know about. We find that that is not also the end and all. Things are even more finer and subtler than that. Now they talk about electrons, protons and neutrons, and the latest is that even electron, protons, neutrons are not the final thing. There are things which are even finer than those. Aren't we coming very close to what we have tried to say here, what Sankhya has said? Even electrons which are not possible to see or identify, we have only a inference about. Most of this knowledge and understanding is only that we have concluded, logically come to a conclusion. We are constantly using electricity, therefore we know something about it by inference. Nobody till today knows what electricity is, though we have been using it all along. Now, even those kind of things, we find that therefore the metaphysics and physics is coming to the same end. Now, if that is the subtleness of things, and our physical machinery or equipments that we have, tools that we have for knowing are falling short, that means there is something other way that we have to use. So what are the different ways we use besides the machinery? Sometimes we find out things by doing some chemical testing, etc. What other way do we use? We use logical reasoning and some kind of intuition sometimes we get. Like the law of gravity. Newton was sitting under the tree and an apple fell, and he thought it might be due to this. He might have thought, he thought of gravity, Somebody else must have thought that no, it is some ghost that is going up to the tree each time and bringing it down. Everything that comes down, there is a ghost that comes and picks it up and brings it down. Probably that we would have had a ghost theory. But that person should have proved it to us for our intelligence. We are probably able to accept Newton, the law of gravity, the way it was proved to us. But at the same time, what we experience, do we experience what is called as gravity? Not really. It's just an abstract word, really speaking. But it does explain a lot of things to us. In other words, the kind of instrument we use for knowing things it will decide what kind of knowledge do we have. If you want to measure gold, you definitely cannot use the sabji wala ka taraju. The instrument that you use will give you no weight if you measure gold in it. Yeah? 5 milligram, 10 milligram, सब्जी वाले का तराजू तो फर्क बताएगा ही नहीं, वो तो बोलेगा कुछ भी नहीं है इसमें. There is no weight in it. That same thing when you put it on the fine balance, beam balance, you find that yes, even tiny little bit makes a difference. So the means that we use for knowing things decides how fine, how subtle the knowledge we have. There are people who sit in meditation, and we were talking about chakra meditations. I don't know, I have not done chakra meditation, but I can talk about it from hearsay of what people say. You might have also heard about things. They talk about different colors they see and different lotuses they see in different places, and then they see some light, and then they see some energy, and till you have really used that instrument, you do not know. What is the instrument you are using for this kind of meditation? Your own mind. And our mind, unless and until it is purified to the extent that it can be used for that kind of concentration, you think it will give you the right result? It will not. Therefore, when I say Ritambhara Prajna, and I say it is truth, knowledge, you cannot understand and get to the intent of it. What is happening is we are seeing it, at least this height is not too much. Say you're standing on top of the Red Fort and you're viewing your friend down. How would it be? You might not even be able to recognize him probably. Yes? But if you come and stand halfway and then see, you might still not be able to figure out exact things. There might be a mob down there. The people over there might be wondering, okay, where they are lost, etc. They don't know. There's a lot of things crowding around. But you can from top make out that no, there's nothing much. If they just move out from the left, they can all get out. Everything is safe. But people over there are scared and afraid. You do not know. When you are viewing things from top, you cannot see fully, but you get an objective view also. What is important is, now to know and recognize your friend, meet your friend, you need to be down there. But to really see that the friend is not really in trouble, everything is fine, safe over there, to see the perspective, you need to be on top. Are we able to understand, visualize things in that manner, at close and at far? Means microscope and telescope, both at one time. Do we have that ability? The mind needs to know the atom also, the electron also, and need to understand the Milky Way and other galaxies also. Do you see the extent of knowledge that is available? Ritambhara we are going to talk about. Truth, the greatest truth, the only truth, eternal truth. If we want to understand Ritambhara Prajna, we need to have our mental ability such that it can see the minutest to the largest, to the subtlest, like